Hey Cowboys fans, the excitement is building as we move closer to this crucial Week 18 clash. And the anticipation around America's team has never been higher. The Dallas Cowboys are set to face the New York Giants, and while the scoreboard is important, this game is about much more than points. It's about strategy, player development, and managing a roster that has weathered a season full of highs, lows, and injuries. With the postseason out of reach, the coaching staff has a unique opportunity to navigate the balance between competitiveness and prudence, all while evaluating talent that could shape the team for next season. Dak Prescott is confirmed as the starter, but questions remain about exactly how much time he will see on the field. There is a strong possibility that the plan involves limited snaps to avoid aggravating any lingering injuries, giving younger players a chance to step into meaningful roles. The idea is not simply to rest key veterans, but to find the right rhythm that allows the team to compete while assessing depth in real game conditions. The Cowboys' injury report is extensive, highlighting the challenges the coaching staff faces in preparing for this matchup. Trevon is dealing with a shoulder issue that could limit his participation, while Malik Davis' eye injury has added another layer of complexity to the backfield rotation. Carson has been struggling with a hamstring problem, and Ryan Fennoy's previous knee issues have already sidelined him. Overshown has been recovering from a concussion, and although there is hope for clearance, caution remains paramount. Savoni Revel is still navigating concussion protocol, and Jake Ferguson's calf tweak against the Commanders means the tight end group will need careful management. Trevon Diggs is out, and while players like Ton Turner and Phil Maffa are eligible to return, the coaching staff will need to make strategic decisions about snap counts to ensure key contributors avoid further injury. This game becomes a balancing act, where keeping players healthy while giving young talent real experience is just as critical as the final score on the board. On the other side of the field, the Giants are entering with their own uncertainties, especially at quarterback. Jackson Dart has been named the starter, and his presence creates an intriguing dynamic. Dart has shown flashes of talent and the potential to make impactful plays, but inconsistency has been a theme throughout the season. This matchup gives him a stage to demonstrate his growth, and for the Cowboys, it presents a scenario to test the defense while managing risk, adjustments in coverage, defensive rotations, and situational calls will be key in keeping the Giants in check without exposing the team's most valuable players to unnecessary danger. The coaching staff will have to weigh competitiveness against prudence, especially as the Giants will be motivated to perform and showcase emerging talent, adding an extra challenge for America's team to navigate. Week 18 is also a unique opportunity for younger players on the Cowboys roster to shine, with certain starters likely to see limited action. Players who have spent most of the season on the periphery could be thrust into critical roles. The backfield rotation, tight end snaps, and defensive responsibilities are all areas where emerging talent can demonstrate readiness for bigger responsibilities. Jaden Blue could see increased touches, allowing him to display agility, vision, and playmaking ability in scenarios that matter. Jonathan Mingo and other developmental players could gain valuable on-field experience that cannot be replicated in practice. This game becomes a proving ground where coaches can experiment with rotations, give meaningful opportunities to backups, and observe how young athletes perform under pressure. These situations are not just about assessing skill, but also building confidence and preparing players for roles that could expand next season. The health of the roster remains a central concern for both teams. Football is an intensely physical sport, and every play carries inherent risks. The Cowboys must carefully navigate each snap, making decisions that protect key contributors while still fostering competitive play. Load management, recovery monitoring, and strategic deployment of players will be critical as the team moves through the game. At the same time, this presents an invaluable opportunity to integrate emerging talent into meaningful plays, providing insight into potential roster moves and long-term depth development. Fans should expect a game where each series carries weight, not only for immediate outcomes, but also for the broader evaluation of talent that will shape the team moving forward. Scoring expectations are tricky in this late-season matchup. The Cowboys have the offensive talent to put up significant points as starters remain on the field, but second-half performances this season have highlighted inconsistency. The Giants' defense can create opportunities for young players to be tested and evaluated in game situations that matter, whether Dak Prescott sees limited time or Joe Milton takes over for meaningful drives. There will be chances for skilled players to step into prominent roles. Injured reserve call-ups or practice squad elevations could see action, providing the coaching staff with a clearer picture of who can contribute when it counts. Each snap carries significance, not just for the scoreboard, but for shaping roster strategy and evaluating readiness for next season's challenges. Defensively, the Cowboys find themselves in a position that mixes opportunity with uncertainty. Inconsistencies over the season have left questions about the secondary and pass rush, and Jackson Dart's presence as a young quarterback adds another layer to the puzzle, allowing rookies and backups to gain live game experience is critical for development, while managing the exposure of veterans ensures the team doesn't compromise future plans. With unnecessary injuries, defensive rotations, coverage assignments, and pass rush schemes will all be tested, giving coaches valuable insights into player capabilities and team depth. This is a chance for emerging players to demonstrate readiness while giving coaches data points that inform off-season evaluations, draft considerations, and future strategic decisions. Draft implications linger quietly in the background, influencing the subtler decisions around the game. While the Cowboys cannot climb into the top 10 picks, their final positioning will still be shaped by league-wide results, creating scenarios where every outcome matters. The Giants' performance similarly affects draft placement, adding a subplot to the matchup that goes beyond simple wins and losses. Fans can expect a game layered with strategic considerations where competitiveness, player development, and future planning intersect. Observing how the Cowboys handle rotations, evaluate talent, and protect their roster offers insight into the long-term vision for the team, making Week 18 more than just the final game on the schedule. From a fan's perspective, this is a week to watch closely. Seeing how America's team balances the desire to win with the responsibility of player safety and development is fascinating. Young players will step into prominent roles, veterans may see reduced action, and the coaching staff's management of personnel could reveal the philosophy that guides the team moving forward. This is not just about who scores or who wins. It is about witnessing strategy, talent evaluation, and decision-making under real game conditions. As the Week 18 matchup unfolds, all eyes will be on how the Cowboys handle the delicate balance between competitiveness and player evaluation. With Dak Prescott slated to start, but likely limited in snaps, the focus naturally shifts to the backups and younger players who have spent much of the season developing on the sidelines. Joe Milton, for example, could find himself in critical situations that test not only his accuracy and composure, but also his ability to manage the game against a motivated Giants defense. These moments provide an invaluable opportunity for Milton to build confidence and demonstrate growth, setting the stage for his role next season. The coaching staff will have to carefully navigate these scenarios, providing support while also allowing players to face pressure and adapt to the pace of live football, something that practice alone cannot replicate. In addition to quarterback considerations, the Cowboys' overall roster health will influence nearly every decision made on game day. Javonte's shoulder remains a concern, and his availability could dictate how much the backfield rotation is utilized. Malik Davis' eye injury and Carson's lingering hamstring issues complicate offensive planning, while other players who have been recovering from previous injuries will need monitored snaps to prevent setbacks. With playoff contention no longer in play, the priority shifts toward preserving talent for the future while still providing competitive football for fans. This dynamic creates a unique environment where emerging players are given meaningful responsibilities, whether at running back, receiver, or tight end, and the performance of these players can have lasting implications for roster decisions in the off-season. Defensively, the Cowboys face a test in containing Jackson Dart and the Giants' offensive schemes. Dart has shown flashes of skill, but his inexperience presents opportunities for the Cowboys' secondary to capitalize on mistakes and gain confidence. The defensive coaching staff will likely rotate players strategically, ensuring starters are protected while rookies and backups gain valuable real game experience. The pass rush and coverage units will be under scrutiny, as their ability to execute in live situations informs future planning for both matchups and off-season evaluations. This defensive chess match highlights the balance between immediate performance and long-term development, creating layers of intrigue for fans watching beyond just the score. The role of younger skill players cannot be overstated in this matchup. Jaden Blue is poised to see increased touches, providing a stage to demonstrate speed, vision, and the ability to make plays under pressure. Jonathan Mingo and other emerging receivers could be integrated into more substantial roles, offering coaches a closer look at readiness for larger responsibilities. Even players from the practice squad or those returning from injury could see snaps that matter, giving them the chance to leave a lasting impression. This approach is more than just situational. It is a calculated strategy to evaluate the depth chart under conditions that replicate high-pressure football while still managing the health and workload of key contributors. Strategic considerations extend beyond player evaluation. The Cowboys' approach to tempo, play calling, and rotations will reveal much about the team's philosophy in managing a game where stakes are both developmental and competitive. Second-half adjustments have been a challenge this season, and Week 18 provides an opportunity to test creativity and adaptability without overexposing the roster. With limited action from certain starters, the staff can experiment with offensive sets, defensive alignments, and special team strategies that may influence game planning for the following season. The interplay between experimentation and competitiveness ensures that every decision carries significance, whether it is a snap for a rookie or a series for a backup quarterback. From a defensive standpoint, the matchup against Dart and the Giants' supporting cast will be instructive. The Cowboys' secondary has had an inconsistent year, and this game provides a controlled environment to test young players in coverage scenarios. Pass rush opportunities, coverage rotations, and situational decision-making will all be evaluated closely, providing insight into both individual capabilities and the overall strength of the unit. Veterans will likely see managed snaps, while younger contributors will face live game challenges that inform coaching decisions for the off-season. Each play becomes a data point, helping the staff assess potential depth and identify which players are ready to take on increased responsibility moving forward. The importance of evaluating talent is amplified by draft positioning considerations. While the Cowboys are not in line for a top 10 pick, their mid-range positioning still has implications for off-season strategy. Observing which players step up in meaningful roles, how backups respond under pressure, and how young contributors perform provides guidance for potential acquisitions, draft priorities, and roster adjustments. The Giants' performance in the same game could also shift draft order scenarios, adding a subtle but meaningful subplot to the matchup. Fans who follow draft implications closely will find the interaction between on-field performance and strategic planning particularly compelling, as each series has the potential to influence the team's direction beyond Week 18. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL community, the Dallas Cowboys reportedly reached an agreement on a player trade with the New England Patriots, igniting a frenzy among fans and analysts alike. Details of the deal remain shrouded in mystery, but insiders suggest that this could be one of the most significant mid-season trades in recent memory. Speculation is rampant about which players are involved and how this could reshape the strategies of both franchises. Cowboys supporters have taken to social media in droves, with hashtags trending and fan forums exploding with predictions, rumors, and bold claims. The excitement stems not only from the prospect of new talent joining the roster, but also from the potential shakeup this trade represents for the team's championship aspiration. Rumors indicate that the Cowboys are looking to bolster their offensive line and perhaps add a dynamic playmaker, while the Patriots, known for their shrewd roster management, might be eyeing strategic reinforcements on defense or special teams. The timing of the trade has fueled even more speculation. Analysts are already debating how the incoming players will fit into the Cowboys' offensive schemes or whether the Patriots are positioning themselves for a dramatic mid-season turnaround. Fans are crafting scenarios that range from instant impact to long-term franchise rebuilding, with each theory sparking intense debate across sports talk shows and online platforms. While neither team has confirmed the names involved, the buzz is undeniable. Season ticket holders and casual observers alike are imagining a whole new dynamic on the field. Could this trade be the spark that propels the Cowboys into playoff contention? Or will the Patriots leverage this move to maintain their legacy of calculated dominance? The possibilities seem endless, and the NFL world is watching closely as speculation continues to build. One thing is certain, the Cowboys-Patriots trade has captured the imagination of football fans. Nationwide, promising excitement, drama, and perhaps a few surprises that could redefine the season for both teams. The rumor mill is spinning, and every fan is hoping to be the first to glimpse the future impact of this high-stakes exchange. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.